Hey Alex, you've been an emotional wreck at work and your things aren't getting done. You're making everyone uncomfortable by talking about your trash boyfriend. Just dump him already. Everyone's sick of hearing about it. If I have to hear your Jonas Brothers ringtone go off one more time in the office from him calling you, I'm going to lose my mind. You are always hiding in the bathroom talking to him as if the walls aren't thin. We can all hear you sobbing about his 3 side chicks and how you're not good enough. Give me a break. No one can focus because we're all tuned in on the newest drama you're having. So what is all this nonsense about anyway? Why won't you just move on? My boyfriend of 3 years broke up with me and I really just don't have anyone at home to talk to. I've been trying to call him, and I have to be honest, during work, my mind has been somewhere else. I thought maybe my coworkers would be able to comfort me. Oh, that sucks. You should just go find someone else. If I were you, I'd be so embarrassed. No one cares what you're going through at home. I just need your work to get done. Go buy a pint of ice cream, download Tinder, and move on. If you aren't back to working properly tomorrow, I'm firing you. Now get lost. Hello, Alex. Thank you for meeting with me today. I would like to talk to you a little about your emotional behavior in the office. I'm just concerned about you because you haven't been closing as many sales calls recently, and oftentimes I have seen you come into work upset or you get upset while at work. Also, many other employees have come to me with complaints that they've felt uncomfortable and that their lunch breaks are consumed by your problems and emotions. You are a good worker, but your recent sales have been going down and it's concerning me. Oftentimes I hear your phone ringing at your desk without you answering it, and the other employees tell me that you're in the bathroom on the phone upset. When you miss calls, that is missed business opportunities. The other employees are also affected by your recent behaviors too because they feel uncomfortable and unable to help your situations when you come to them. This office is supposed to be a comfortable space for our employees to work. I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough to come to me with your personal problems, but it is stopping me from doing my work, and it's also creating an inappropriate relationship in the office. I'm sorry that you are going through some hard things right now. Tell me overall what happened so I can put myself in your shoes. I want to be able to help you. Can you let me know how? My boyfriend of 3 years broke up with me, and I really just don't have anyone at home to talk to. I've been trying to call him, and I have to be honest, during work, my mind has been somewhere else. I thought maybe my coworkers would be able to comfort me. I'm sorry to hear. Breakups are never easy to go through. I'm sure we can work out a situation where you could get out your feelings. Work and your coworkers just aren't the place or people to find this support. I can offer you some local psychiatrist numbers to find proper support for you. I think we need to realign your focus on the important things. I understand things like this happen, but you are a good worker and we need you in the office, physically and mentally. I want to make sure that my workers are able to effectively get their work done, and if there's something that I can offer you, then I would gladly help. Let's keep your home life and work life separate so we can reassure appropriate relationships here in the office. It seems like your problems are personal and not directly impacting work, so it's technically not my obligation. I am not a trained psychiatrist. We both have jobs and tasks to perform. I want to keep healthy relationships in the office, and I want to see you happy and performing the work that I know you're capable of. You will get through this. You are a valuable person to this company. I would like to help you refocus. I'm going to start you on a new special project to distract you from your personal life and regain your motivation back in the office. Like I mentioned earlier, this has impacted work, and seeing a counselor outside of work would benefit you. Talking to a professional can help you greatly and would be more appropriate.
Hey Sarah, thank you for coming in. I have a couple things I would like for you to do.
Okay.
We need a list of people on Instagram to post their content for us, as you know. I want around 100 people for us to contact. All right?
Okay. I mean, are there any, specific guidelines you want me to follow or structure?
Not really, just make sure they're good accounts, they're not fake accounts.
Okay.
And they post stuff.
Okay. Would you like me to just follow up with you on my work?
Yeah, don't even bother. Just submit everything you find to Kevin, And yeah, don't ask me questions.
Okay, I
Cool,
won't.
glad. Hey Sarah, thank you for coming into my office today. I have an important task that I would like to give you. It entails finding micro-influencers that we can use to execute our marketing plan. We need a list of 75 micro-influencers on Instagram that are based out of these 7 cities. We would like between 10 to 11 influencers per city. I would also like for you to include their names, Instagram names, and follower amounts. We are looking for people that have between 10 to 30,000 followers. In addition to that, we need a list of 15 micro-influencers that post finance-related content. Their location does not matter, but the follower requirements, the 10,000 to 30,000 is still necessary. I will be basing your performance off of the following criteria. So for the first list, we need a list of 75 influencers that are located in the correct cities, and the influencers have to have the correct follower amount. And for the second list, there needs to be 15 influencers that post finance-related content, and they again have to have the correct follower amount. And for formatting and submission, the first list is to be categorized by influencers in each city, also including their name, Instagram name, and follower amount. And I would also like it in an Excel sheet with the 2 lists submitted on Monday morning at 10 a.m.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So to help in your searches, there's one website that allows you to place filters on your searches based on the user's location, follower amount, and user interaction. The website is called Upfluence, and here's our company's login information. Kevin from marketing has a lot of experience using this website, so if you have any questions, stop by his desk and ask. I already told him you might be coming by for some help. But by all means, if you don't like that website, try searching around and finding something that works better for you. I know there are a bunch of websites that do similar things, so see what works best. I know data mining can be monotonous and numbing, so if you're having trouble keeping motivated, come by. I'm sure I can give you some helpful advice for your plan of attack. So do you think that 1 week will be enough time for you to complete this task?
Yeah, that should be enough time. I can't imagine it taking any longer.
Beautiful. So just to clarify the task once more, I want a list of 75 micro-influencers on Instagram that are from the 7 cities provided. They must have between 10 to 30,000 followers, and we want 10 to 11 influencers per city. I also want each influencer's name, Instagram name, and follower amount. The second list should be comprised of 15 micro-influencers that post finance-related content. They must have the 10,000 to 30,000 followers, and I would like for you to include their names, Instagram names, and follower amounts. I would like these lists done in Excel, and I would like it emailed to me Monday morning at 10 a.m. Do you have any questions?
Seems pretty straightforward to me. I don't think I have any questions yet.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear. Just to ensure that you're on the right track, I would like for you to run your list of influencers by Kevin in marketing on Wednesday, just to make sure you're getting hang of it, to make sure you're getting the right accounts.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hi Matt, I want to talk to you today because I've noticed that your recruiting sucks and you're way below the company average. I don't know what the heck's going on.
I know, I'm sorry. Ever since the new software update, I've been having a really hard time, getting a grasp of the tools that are provided. So I've been just, confused with that. Is there any like help that you guys can provide me, or?
Well, no, because we had the training coming and you should have just understood it from that. I'm not going to book anyone else, like that's on you.
I can understand that.
Okay.
All right.
Please fix it.
All right, I'll try my best.
Hi Matt, I want to talk to you today about your recent performance from this past month. As you know, the talent acquisition department's goal is to recruit an average of 40 candidates per month, and with the new software updates, it will make the process much faster and efficient. However, I've noticed that for the past 2 months, we've only recruited an average of 28 candidates, which is 30% lower than our current recruiting average. In addition, I also wanted to discuss the lack of communication that I've been noticing. Since the software update, you've been more introverted and quiet in the office, which is unlike you because I know you're a very outgoing and confident person. Let's first discuss my concerns with your recent recruiting performance rate. Can you shed some light as to why your rates have been lower than the average for the past 2 months?
I'm sorry that my recruiting rate has been lower than usual. Ever since the software changed, I am still confused by it, and I feel like I'm struggling to understand the new screening process. I know it is supposed to help make our work quicker and more efficient, but I'm lacking terribly because I'm still confused and have not adapted yet to the changes.
Thank you for telling me this, Matt. I want to help you with bringing your performance back up to its usual rate. What do you feel would be beneficial to you moving forward in regards to increasing your monthly recruiting percent?
I think it would be most beneficial if I could have more one-on-one training with the training and development team who brought in the software. I think if I'm able to sit in on a few more training sessions, I will fully understand and be able to adapt and change to the new screening process.
I think that's a great idea and will be beneficial to you moving forward. I can schedule the training development team to come in next week for 2 hours on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday for your retraining and the screening software. At the end of the week on Friday, I want to make an appointment for you to sit with me and we can run a stimulation course to see if your training has been successful so we can move forward with your work. Does that sound good to you?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Now let's discuss my other concern regarding your lack of communication skills. Like I said, I've been noticing a lack of communication on your end ever since the software update, and I want to check in with you and inquire if anything has changed or if I should be aware of.
No, everything is fine. The reason that I've been quieter recently is that I have been embarrassed that I am confused by the new software update. I have always been good in completing my tasks assigned to me, and since the screening software update, I have been upset with myself and embarrassed to let anyone know that I have been struggling.
Again, thank you for telling me this. Please know that your efforts for the past 5 years have proved to me your worth ethic. But moving forward, I want to hear from you what strategies you want to try in helping yourself regain confidence.
I think moving forward, once I completed my retraining next week and we have our scheduled simulation trial, I will feel more comfortable again. I was just really set back that I was struggling with adapting to the software change. I am a perfectionist, and it definitely got the best of me with the situation. If I'm having trouble moving forward with anything, we'll make sure to speak with you right away.
Thank you, Matt. That sounds like a good idea. It is very important that you speak with me if any issues, concerns, or confusions come up, because if I'm made aware, I can help and solutions can be provided. Also, because our department is very team-oriented, it is important that we are all on the same page of communication and understanding. We don't want one's work to reflect the team's effort and create an entire department setback. Moving forward, I will contact the training and development department and schedule our retraining next week. Once I have the days and times booked, I will send you an email calendar invite. Additionally, please feel free to come to me with any concerns or confusions you may have. If I'm made aware, I'm more than happy to pull my resources together and diffuse the situation.
Thank you again so much for speaking to me. I'll keep an eye out for the calendar invite regarding the training next week.
Thank you.
All right, what's going on, Pablo, Craig? So I brought you guys here today because Pablo, he's a new guy in the office, and he actually stole your girlfriend Katrina, right? Oh wait, ex-girlfriend. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest, Craig. I really personally don't care at all how this makes you feel or how it affects you in the workplace. So I guess you guys kind of have to figure this out. I don't really care, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. There's no rules or anything, so you guys have at it.
Can we make this quick? We got dinner at 6.
So let's go out back.
Let's fight about it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's
Meet
do
you
it.
by the dumpster.
Let's do it right now.
Fight! 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 Fight!
Craig, I need to speak with you for a second.
What's going on, boss?
Recently I noticed you've been very distracted and your sales numbers have been going down, and it seems like your mind is just elsewhere. I know the recent breakup you had has been tough, but it's really affecting your performance.
Yeah, I understand. I just can't get over that new guy, Pablo. He just started dating my ex. He's barely even 5'9". He thinks he can just come in here and take my girl. I don't get it.
Craig, I understand this is making you upset, but we can't have this type of behavior in the office. It is affecting your work and the work of others around you. We will discuss this further, and I need to have another meeting with someone. Thank you, Craig.
No problem, boss.
Hi, Pablo. Thanks for coming to meet with me. I wanted to discuss your recent performance because I've noticed it's started to go down a bit and you aren't interacting with the other employees a lot.
I know, I've just felt unwelcome and uncomfortable because I started dating this girl and everything was going great, but then it turned out that she was Craig's ex. And ever since that he found out I started dating her, he's been giving me glares and just made rude comments when working with me. I know Craig is one of the veterans and has a good amount of pull with some of the others, So this whole situation has just made me feel really uncomfortable.
Okay, Pablo. I see why your performance and behavior has started to change. I want you to keep doing what you're doing because even though with what's happening, you also have influence here, and you are making great strides. I'll manage to work away this conflict you guys are going through. Pablo and Craig, before you guys go to lunch, I'd like you to meet with me in my office really quick.
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you. Well, guys, I brought you both in here because I've noticed a change in behavior amongst you two, and it needs to get worked out. I want both of you to present your sides of the story and try to work things out amongst yourselves. I will be observing to make sure things don't get out of hand.
Alright, well, I'll go first since I've been here the longest. Pablo's been working here for about half a year now. He has been making a big impact in the office, and then not too long after me and my girlfriend break up, he started staying here after a few weeks. I feel like this is ridiculous because how can I just sit idly by and watch this new guy think he runs the place now that he's taking my girl?
I bounced around a bunch of different jobs looking for a good place to work, and I finally found it here. I was starting to get depressed because I couldn't find my place I really liked, and once I did, I even met a girl that I really liked.
Yeah, my girl.
I didn't mean for this. I was just trying to be happy with myself for once, and I didn't mean to disrespect you in any way, Craig.
So, from what I've gathered from listening to you two, is that Craig, you feel intimidated by the new guy in the office because he has managed to appeal to a lot of the other employees and is now dating someone who is very dear to you. Pablo, you are just looking for a safe space after being neglected for so long, bouncing around, and it made you feel bad about yourself. I believe both of you feel threatened by one another for different reasons. Can we agree on this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, at least I was able to get you two to agree on that. For the time being, I want you guys to stay separated so the tensions can die down a little bit. Craig, if your feelings haven't changed, I believe it would be best for you to speak with a therapist or someone in HR. I know a few people who are good at counseling bad breakups that I could get in touch for you. Pablo, I want you to start interacting with everyone again so you don't go back into your shell. Also, I want you guys to work on a project together, which will be due at the end of the month so that you guys can manage to bond with each other and try and work through some of the emotions you have. So, Craig and Pablo, do you understand what you guys need to do in order to get through all of this?
Yeah, I get it. Some space might be good for me after hearing what Pablo said. I realize I may be out of line, but I'll try to keep my distance so my feeling can die down a bit. If I feel the need, I will go and speak to the counselor through the work about my emotions.
Yes, I understand. I will make sure that I go back to interacting with everyone, staying out of the shell I've formed over the years, and try to be my outgoing self.
Okay, so Craig, you will make sure to keep your distance for the next couple of days, and Pablo, you will keep interacting with everyone. Then by the end of the month, I will be expecting your presentation together. We will meet again to see how you guys are doing a week before the presentation, so I hope this has helped deal with the conflict you guys are going through. Thanks for your time, guys. Both of you are really good people, and I know you guys can manage to work through this and become great coworkers. You guys are good to go and can take a little longer for lunch since this meeting took out some of your time. Thanks, guys. See you after lunch.
No problem, boss.
You got it.
Thanks. Cut!
Hello. Sit down. I'm at a loss. You keep fucking up.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What did I do?
You keep raising your voice at customers. You're angry all the time. You're causing havoc in the cubes. I can't keep track of you. You're out of control. This is your last final warning.
Alright, I'll fix it.
Good. Get out.
Hey, boss.
Hi, Jim. Have a seat. Thank you for meeting with me again today. I'm very troubled as it has once again come to my attention that you are still being hostile with customers, and as a result you have lost multiple client accounts and you are not meeting your sales quota. When we last spoke, you agreed and then came up with a script that prompted you to stay calm with customers on the phone during a sales call and follow-up. Customers have come to myself and upper management about the way you continue to speak to them. This negatively impacts the entire team and our company as a whole. Your behavior can give our company the reputation of having negative sales representatives. I want to know your side of this and why this behavior has been occurring despite our multiple meetings.
Well, as you know, my son hasn't been doing that well in school, and I'm so grateful for all the insurance, the help, and the company that has offered me, but he isn't doing any better. My wife's upset, and I am frustrated that his school has been doing the bare minimum for him. My wife and I have been looking into different schools for him, and we've just been up late doing lots of research.
Sometimes these things can be frustrating, but you cannot keep letting it impact your work. I want to set up a plan with you to get this problem fixed. I will give you 60 days to improve the way you are contacting customers and to retain the number of clients you have left. In this 60 days, you need to use your script you wrote to speak calmly with customers. Do you have any other ideas as to how you will achieve these goals?
Yeah, would it be okay if we had bi-weekly check-ins, maybe via email, just to evaluate my performance every week?
I think we can make that work. I will set something up and put it in both of our calendars. Over the next 60 days, I want you to really focus on calming yourself down before calls. If you need me to sit in on a call, just send me a meeting request. If you need to forward the call to myself or another sales representative, take a minute to put the call on hold and find someone who can take the call. Here's what we will do. We will put a PIP, Performance Improvement Plan, into place. The steps needed to take are a time frame of 60 days. Actions needed to take are use your script to stay calm with customers, transfer calls when needed, ping myself or another representative that is available for immediate help. We will set a date following the 60 days to review your performance again. I have drafted up a copy of this plan. Please pin it to your bulletin board above your desk area. The set date after 60 days for follow-up is June 11, 2019 at 10 a.m. I will send you an invite on your calendar.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
I have documented everything we have discussed in our meeting today, and I will be filing it with Human Resources. Jim, thank you for your time today. I look forward to checking in with you via email in the next 2 weeks.
Thank you for your time. Jim. Honestly, don't even sit down. Don't even sit down. Jim, you're rude to customers. I'm going to be rude to you. You're fired. Get out of here.
You bitch.
Hi, Jim. Please have a seat. So, Jim, I've called you in today to notify you that you're being terminated from our company. A month ago on June 11th, we discussed that you would try to calm down before calls. We said that you would use the script to prompt you on the way when dealing with customers. It has come to my attention that your behavior has not changed, and after 2 verbal and 3 written warnings, I have no choice but to terminate you. We have lost more than 3 clients because of your negative behavior. Not only does this impact the company, but our B2B sales as a whole team. Because you lost clients, the company's revenues have gone down, and now my boss thinks I'm responsible for your lost clients and the 2 accounts that you've managed to keep. I'm in disbelief that nothing has changed following our meeting on June 11th, and we discussed the 60-day PIP plan that you agreed to fix your behavior. In this plan, you agreed to the following. 1 was time framing of 60 days, actions needed to be taken, use the script to calm you down with customers, transfer calls when needed, ping myself or another representative that is available for immediate help. We sat down and set the following, that 60 days to review your performance again. It is shocking to me that none of these actions were taken to improve your performance. So this decision is final, and I have no choice but to follow through with this termination. The details of your termination are as follows. Please turn your badge in, collect all your belongings. You will be paid for the next 2 weeks. Your benefits will remain intact for a month until July 17, 2019. And you can contact our HR representative for outplacement services. So Jim, do you have any questions for me?
No, I do not, and I understand the circumstances.
Okay, at 5 p.m. today, our department HR representative will be escorting you from your desk and off of our premises. Thank you.